I thought that it would be a good idea to share some of my favorite decks that I have been reading with for a while. I this is not this is not affiliated. Is that the right term? Yeah, not affiliated. But I like these cards because they've got a lot of sweet energy to them. This is my first pick. We'll get right to it. These are the Star Tarot, and you can see that I have used them quite a bit. The box is just really torn up here, and I love that it comes in this little, box that you can keep with you. What's great about these, when you open it, it opens like a book, opens like a little book. And there's a picture of the artist there. And especially if you're new to tarot, there's a book that comes with it that's got some really great descriptions for each card. There's like a picture of each one, and I think this is a really, especially if you already know the Rider-Waite tarot deck and you want to move to something else with new images that are still based on the Rider-Waite tarot. These are great, and they just feel very celestial, hence the name. The Star Tarot by Kathy McClelland. I think I pronounced it right. So they were a little bit bigger, as you can see. They have two little sections there. And the reason that mine are sliding around is because I actually cut mine down. The reason that I did that is I didn't like the borders so much. And they just fit in my hands. They're sort of an off size, but I like that they're a little bit more mini like that. And I've had them for so long, the lamination's peeling off a little bit, but I like it. It makes me feel, I don't know, more connected to them, because it's like all the time and energy and just insight that I've gotten from the cards. And if you just want to see some of, so once you get to know the cards, if you use them a lot, maybe with the borders, it'll tell you what each one is. If you already know tarot, then you can skip this part. But this is Six of Swords, and you can see very clearly what each one is. I just want to make sure it's in focus. And the imagery, it just really connects with that intuitive space for twin flame kind of connections. And I think, when you end up dealing with a lot of kind of nefarious energy a lot, it's nice to be able to turn to cards that have still a lot of depth, but a little less shadow. So this is the Queen of Cups, High Priestess. Now they're not, there's a little bit of indigenous, indigenous representation, but other than that, they're not so diverse, but I really am not bothered by that at all. And it's like, when you look into these images, when you get to spend more time with them, they really speak to you. Two of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Page of Swords. They're very cosmic. I think that's the word that I've been looking for. Hierophant, Nine of Swords. I think that if you're just starseed in general, if you're not sure if you're a twin flame, I feel like these are great. And I think these are really good to connect with, you know, the divine masculine. How's the divine masculine feeling? The Magician, Ace of Wands. These are the Queen of Swords, Sun. And also to kind of connect with what might be going on for yourself on that path, especially mirroring the masculine. Your Two of Cups, right? Isn't that very, you know, especially if you also connect with water energy, if you feel like you're from a water planet. So, Knight of Swords, Four of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Oops, look who's upside down. Interesting. Three of Wands, Page of Cups, Three of Swords. So yeah, these are great. Queen of Pentacles to connect with. So I'm not going to show, oh, there's your Ten of Swords. So I'm not going to show any more of these, but I just wanted to show you those. And what's great about, let's just choose a random card. Okay, so we've got our Nine of Pentacles. I'm just going to leave those out like that. And this is another deck that's great for, I feel like, clarifications with the Star Tarot. These are the Star Tarot. I feel like these are great to read with, to clarify the Star Tarot. And these are called Tarot of a Moon Garden. Tarot of a Moon Garden. I think these are super underrated. I keep them, I don't have the box anymore. I keep them in this little canvas bag that I got from Etsy. So I also cut these down. I wasn't a big fan of the border on these either. And what's cool when you cut them down, I didn't do this to this one, but you can do your own foiling. It takes a while, but you just take a Sharpie and you can do like gold or silver or black, and really kind of customize your own cards. But yeah, so these are Tarot of a Moon Garden. I think these are just great, just kind of visual play together. It's just very magical to use these cards together for clarification. So I'll show you a few of the Tarot of a Moon Garden cards now. So what we've got is, make sure it's in focus. All right, so King of Swords. At least these, after you cut the border off, they still have the names of the cards. But you get used to, you can see what, you know, each one is. If that wasn't there, you'd know that's a Knight of Cups. But these also feel just very celestial as well. Page of Pentacles, the Emperor, Eight of Pentacles, the Star, one of my favorites, Nine of Cups, Nine of Wands. Yeah, on this deck, wands are staffs. King of Pentacles, Temperance, Seven of Swords. There's like whole worlds in here that you can really just animate in your mind and let affect you to kind of get a great picture for Eight of Swords, what it is that you're downloading. Five of Cups, the Moon, Five of Swords. So those are the minor arcana. Here's a major arcana. Hierophant, the Lovers, Three of Swords, Page of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Hanged Man, Page of Cups. What is that? Four of Wands. That's a twin card. Okay, so those are tarot of a moon garden. So those are Five of Wands. So these, I feel like in combination, are a great sort of addition to the Rider-Waite tarot, and great for just sort of like if you're picking up on energy and you're trying to figure out what it is that you might be affecting your day because of your twin. This is really good. You feel like you're getting some energy that you're mirroring. These are great together. Do the first spread with this and clarifications with this. So I love these together. Tuning into the divine masculine and for your own spreads. I've also found that these cards, the Sun and Moon Tarot, not only are they great travel cards for just to stick in your bag on the train or keep in your glove compartment or on a trip out of town, because they're small enough to take with you, and they come in this cute little tin. But what I found, which is happened after a while of reading with these, that they are very karmic. And if you're on this journey, you know what that means. I actually customized these a little. I took a black Sharpie to the edges. But yeah, they're just the very tiny, tiny cards. And so yeah, the Sun and Moon Tarot. And let's just take a look at them. All right, so it's really, the artist did a great job. And what you'll notice with these is they have the elements. You can see the elements there. Trying to get it in focus. And then the star has a Merkaba. I don't know how to pronounce it exactly. Also, these are very celestial. But Nine of Pentacles, I really do feel like these are great in clarifying karmic energy. Ten of Swords, Nine of Swords, High Priestess, the Hierophant, Empress. Make sure these are in focus. Justice, Queen of Cups, Two of Swords. We'll just go through so you can just see these images. Hope you can hear me. I'm trying to speak up. All right. There you go. I've just found these to be really helpful when navigating. Let's see. Ace of Pentacles. And you know, there are so many really great decks, but I feel like these are the Queen of Wands. I feel like these are my go-to decks. These are great go-to decks just for really knowing what's going on. They really talk to you. Look at the Tower. Four of Cups. Look at this. Artwork is great. All right, so and you know, these, if you want to get clarification with these, what I feel like clarifies these cards really well, I'll just choose a random, let's have a more positive card. Okay, let's choose the Star. All right, so if you've got the Star, right, what I love are these. Also, this comes in a kit, and the box I found a little bit cumbersome to get in and out, so I just put it in a little box, little gift box that I already had. And I also took a Sharpie to these, but it's worn off. It's really worn off a lot. And these are called, these are also very tiny. So you've got two tiny decks together. I feel like these are great for karmic readings, these cards together. They just really play off of each other really well. These as the main cards and these as the clarifiers. These Tarot by Dennis Fairchild. Also want to say that the Sun and Moon Tarot, it's there by Vanessa Descartes. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right or not. But yeah, let's take a look at these Tarot Mega Mini Kit from Dennis Fairchild. This also comes with like a little book as well, which I don't know what I did with. Magician. So a lot of the imagery is pretty, it's very depthful, but not too dark. There's the Queen. There's a little bit of humor as well. Five of Swords. Just there's so much you can get from these. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. Eight of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, High Priestess, Four of Cups, Tower, a little closer, Empress, Ten of Swords. Okay, little twin action there. All right, so I think these are great for karmic readings, especially if you use these cards first, your connection, your divine masculine, or if you're a divine masculine watching this, this could also work for you, that first combination, the Star Tarot and Tarot of a Moon Garden. And for karmic readings, these Sun and Moon Tarot with the Tarot Mega Mini Kit. I mean, you could just use one deck. One deck is fine too. But I find that this combination really resonates. And I have these basics out because these cards, they don't have your court cards. So sometimes you can get a great reading off of these cards. The psychic, they're called an oracle deck, which is probably why they call it the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. So I feel like it's an oracle in a sense because it doesn't have the court cards, but it's got every other card. So I still consider it part of the tarot collection. It comes with this book and sort of tells you about each card and a really great explanation for each one. Great little book. The box is super quality. And the thing is that the readings are just very strong and accurate, in my opinion. Different kind of artwork with these. This is Six of Cups, and it's got sort of something at the bottom that's really helpful for tuning into the meaning of the card. That's very specific to this deck. So I'll just show you a few of them. That's your strength card is called Power. Let's see. And oh, these also have chakras, which is great. These really help in a reading, but these are just super accurate. So that's your Eight of Cups, and he calls it emotional withdrawal. Three of Cups. The Lovers is called harmony. And you can still take the knowledge that you've got from reading them, but these again, I love that this, for instance, like this Five of Swords, every time I look at it, I see something different. It's like, is this guy running down the stairs away after he's done something, or is he running down the stairs away from something that he can't see that's after him? What's going to happen to that flame? Is he going to kick it over? It's just really great imagery. Deception and envy for Seven of Swords. It's like you can see he's taken his mask off, but he's got it at the ready. But who saw him when he took it off? He's green with envy. He thinks quite a lot of himself. Just a lot of information. Ace of Wands. Nine of Swords. Just Four of Swords. The Fool. So these are just great, really easy cards to get readings out of. Ace of Cups. And so I got these before the other deck. I've had them also a really long time. They're beat up in a good way. But I also, so that's the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. And then I discovered that he has another deck called the Psychic Tarot for the Heart. So this has 65 cards. It also comes with a little book with meanings. And these definitely carry they're gold foil, these ones. Really pretty. I don't use them quite as much, but I know I have, when I have the vibe to pick them up, they just feel right then. And because his imagery is so strong, I feel like these are also really great for twins because of the purpose behind the cards. So that's 8 of Swords. I just like this 8 of Cups. You just really get the feeling of this person, the footsteps and where are they going, and the peace that they're trying to conjure up around them by bringing themselves to a space that's they're better able to hear themselves and feel themselves, hear themselves think and feel their own feelings. Yeah, so these are really strong as well. Also, these don't have any court cards. Okay, so these are kind of a backup deck. You could use them together to clarify if you wanted, but I like to use this deck with like a traditional Rider-Waite. Okay, so that's the Moon card. Look at that. It's deep. Okay, so those would be the 5 decks. However, I did want to add a bonus. I wanted to add a bonus because if you don't already use them, they can be kind of confusing and feel like maybe they're a waste of time to use or to learn. But these are Lenormand. Lenormand are based on I think it's called cartomancy. So cartomancy actually was something that took place in Europe before tarot, even though the tarot is based on, well, depends on who you talk to, but, you know, even more ancient archetypes. But the Lenormand came before the tarot became popular, if you want to look it up. And I really like this particular deck, this Under the Roses. And when I first started, it's Under the Roses by Kendra Hurto and Katrina Hill. So these are very strong. And when I first started using them, I treated them like a regular tarot deck. Like I did, because I couldn't understand the tutorials that I was seeing online. So, like, this would be it's very intuitive, right? So this is burdened by love, a love burden, or stuck, can't get out, or feeling crucified by love, right? So a lot of them are going to be very intuitive. If you, this like house could be the actual house. Sometimes it's the people that go in and out of the house. Sometimes the house it could be a small business. It could be a group of colleagues that always see each other. That's how house works, for instance. Or anchor. So anchored in is, and also Lenormand work with like positive, negative, and neutral. So like the cross carries more negativity than the anchor, because it depends on what you put it next to. And Lenormand a lot of the time work like sentences. So let's see, if we put these together, we could say these two together: a house which is burdened by love that's anchored in, right? So what would that mean? Well, let's see. The stars, that could be someone who's famous. It could be spirituality, right? So let's say if it's love, we can say it's spiritual love. So a house, you know, like the House of Lords, that kind of thing, right? Like this group of, this lineage of people are burdened by a love that's anchored in, that's spiritual. And then we got the letter, which is like information, conversation, that kind of thing. So maybe if I was reading this, I would say, ooh, this group of people are really burdened by some information about some spiritual love, right? So if you were to do a reading and try to see how some people were handling maybe your connection to your person, you would say they're having a lot of trouble right now because of this connection outside that's anchored in, because they're burdened, right? So that's kind of how it works. And I'll just show you a few more cards so you can see the imagery. There's some more sort of kind of old-fashioned European imagery there are other decks, and that some even have the cards that correspond with them in the corners. And this deck also has some diversity, which I really like, and they give you options for the people in the cards as well. Like, and once you learn what each of these things are, and you can treat them more freeform as well if you want. So now you might have just seen that's like two children, right? So in this deck, you can take one out if you want, or you can have them represent different people. Because in Lenormand, for instance, this could mean a new beginning, or it could be a child. Or it could mean innocence. So that's kind of how the Lenormand work. Let's see. Mice, something that's eating away at something or is corrupted, slowly getting corrupted. Something that's public, this could be public relations. Or something that's out in the open, something that's really hard to get over, the mountain. This is one of the women in the deck, so you could have two. Money or a lot of things is fish. Any kind of agreement or contract or marriage. So I just think these are really great. Confusion. This could be something lucky. It could also be something superficial. Something that gets cut off really fast, or quick pain. This could be something really beautiful or something just for show. Okay, so you get the picture. This could be purity, or this could be something sexual. Manipulation or calculation. This could be pregnancy, or it could be a transformation or repeating cycle, the stork. This could be nervousness or gossip. This is the other lady. This could be desire. It could be another woman. This is the other man in the deck. This could be friend. This could be loyalty. So the other thing about the Lenormand is if you wanted to learn them, there's a whole way that you can do placements. that show you where to leave the cards. And, you know, a lot of people who read tarot read like this, right? We just wait for the jumpers. But with a lot of Lenormand readers do this. You shuffle and then keep them face down and wait for the hand to choose, like that, and then put them in order that way, which could feel instinctive to you or not. But let's just see what we got. Information that is helping to illuminate, spiritual answers for corrupted people, something that's eating away at people publicly. Okay. Yeah, I think that's actually a reading for right now. Like, why did we do this video? We're putting information out, right? Putting information out to help illuminate for spiritual people looking for answers that might be having something that's eating away from them, and putting it out there. I think that's a pretty good, I don't know, you might have a different viewpoint of that reading. But anyway, I hope that that's helpful, and if you resonate with this little video of mine, please subscribe. Welcome to have you, and take care.